Planning the cut on the other end of the MFP. Good Thursday early afternoon, 12:03 now. That's pretty early in the afternoon. I'm here back once again. I am not dead. The arm is not great, but it's workable. About all I can tell you on that. It's one of those things that has to run its course, and I'm not thrilled when it happens, but given the amount of time that it's been since I've had a pretty bad flare-up, I'm grateful for that. So, like I said, it should be gone here in the next couple of days, so I think we can move on. That's what the plan is. Moving on, as I said, this is the rough outline, or rough, you can see there, see me looking through there. That was the hole I wanted to show you earlier, or last video, how nice that came out. That was a nice hole. And I'm getting good with the the Dremel tool. Now here I've got another tool coming, which is the nibbler tool, and I'm hoping that will prove as good as the Dremel has so far. Now this end, obviously, again, we're going to cut out around through here, and I've been looking at the DMM on the while I was sitting there in my chair. I had it in the living room. I took it apart to see basically what was going to encompass, or what was going to be, how, I don't know how to say it. The best way to go about this, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Let me take it out of the case here, and we'll put that over there. And again, as you can see, there's the back and there's the front. This part will show, basically this line down through here is the line that separates the case halves, and the top half is the only thing will be mounted on the, you guys seeing this? The top half is the only thing that will be mounted on the panel. This back large portion here won't be there. So let me take this apart and we'll take a look at the inside real quick. Alright, well there you can see the case halves have been removed, or the bottom has been removed I should say, and it is just the top that remains. Now if we look at this, you can see there's several small screws here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 I think. And I think if you take those screws out, this whole circuit board should come off, and I believe the display will come off as well. Not this part of it, but underneath part will. I believe that's the way it works. I haven't tried it yet, and I'm not really sure about the buttons, how they work, as far as I think they're just spring loaded, and they press a little tiny pad on here, and I think I may try that and see. Really not I'm not crazy about taking this apart, but at the same time I think it'll make aligning this and getting this set up a little bit easier. And let me get up here a little bit. This part here, as you can see, this is cut out here like that, and that shouldn't be a problem with getting that hole in the 4 holes that will mount this down here and there. These here are way into where there's nothing. That's the closest thing there, and it's not really that close. So I think this will be easy for that part of it. The hardest part is getting this lined up with where we're at here, because that's not very much space there. I don't know how well you can see that. It's not even the thickness of that blade. Maybe half the thickness of the blade over to the circuit board. And that's how close you have to be on the tolerance in order to make that work. And I'm just not really sure exactly how I'm going to do that as far as cutting this out. I had thought about Now this is a mirror image of that, basically. So I thought about using this as our master template, laying that on the thing, tracing around that, and then that would give me a rough outline of where I have to go as far as, you know, this. In other words, that would be the same as this edge here, all around it. And that would say, you know, move in so many millimeters inside that line and do basically the outline there. Or basically we could go up to this point and use this for a cutout like, and then come across here and then come across there, and basically the same thing at the bottom. But it's just going to take some doing. The nibbler should help a lot because you can cut a little bit more accurately with that, I believe, than you can with the Dremel. The Dremel's pretty broad as far as cutting. You know, if it's as exact rectangular shape, it's not as bad, but these are not going to be rectangular, obviously. And so I think the nibbler will, I think the nibbler, the blade on the nibbler, I think is about that width right there. I'm hoping. If it is, then we can go ahead and maybe get our notches for that, for all four of these out of that, and maybe for these as well, if these are need be notched out, because they are part of the thing. So I think the best course of action is to take this apart and see what happens. And let me do that real quick and we'll come back. Alright, well, I've got all the screws out, and these little catches are all pretty much out. It will come up on this end pretty easy. You can see it moving there. I think what's holding it is this right here. It looks to me like this has to be desoldered to get that out. I can't see any other way of doing it. I've tried lifting up on this and, you know, having the inner parts of that come out. These do come out here. As you can see, they move in and out, so pretty easy. But even those are probably a better way of doing that, but I couldn't find it. So basically, I don't think I can get that apart easily enough to help us out any at all. So I'm going to have to go back to plan B, I guess, is what I'm saying. And we'll put this all back in together and put the screws back in it. And then we can go from there. Again, like I said, it's just it's obviously made to come apart, and the display does come apart. There is a, what do you call it on there? I can see that now. I did peel this sticker off because it says to peel it off. Right there you go. And so that's off. And like I said, it's just I don't know. That's all I can figure out as far as getting that off. So apparently it just does not want to come off. I didn't get that down on top. There it goes. Now it's back in there. So that's that. So we're going to have to think of another way of doing this as far as cutting that. I think maybe if I can get these four places here hold out or whatever, and then start from there to where it will fit in that groove, or that, what do you call it, and then I can start you know, going from there. In other words, from here to here it's going to have to be, you know, basically cut out. Then I can start going, once I get a broad, you know, swipe out, and then I can go from there. I think it's going to take some time, obviously, to do this, so it shouldn't be getting in a hurry. Probably rushing my recovery on my elbow and stuff, but I felt like if I didn't get out and start working a little bit, then it's going to be so stiff by the time it does get back, you really won't know this it is working. So anywho, that's going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and put the screws back in and put this back together. Well, I'm not going to put it together, but I'm going to put it back in that bag along with the screws for it. And we'll go from there. Now, I don't know how much you understood about how I was talking about this earlier. Let's see if I can find that little piece over here. Oops. Everything kind of fell out. What I was talking about on this here, when we put this on the thing here, we're going to have to come across like that with a piece that will screw into here and here, and also put pressure against the side or the back of the panel this way, so that when I tighten it down, it draws the cover down. Not obviously not too tight. We don't want to break it, but we want it in there secure. So that's basically what I was talking about, is making a couple pieces like this, and ones that go down to this like that, and we'll see how it goes from there. But that's what I was planning on doing, and we'll see how that comes out. So, all right, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and put this back together, like I said, and we'll go from there. I did have the batteries in this the other day just to play around with a little bit. It works fine from what I tested with it and stuff. So that's gonna do me. Like I said, you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching, and we will see ya.